Hello there. I want to talk to you today about something that can happen to me. Seems like it wasn't happening as much, and I don't know if it's because I did start being a therapist full time versus part time. I know I'm taking in more energy and more of people's situations, but there are going to be some times in your life where you feel kind of blah. Now, I know here outside of Chicago, pretty soon it's going to get cloudy. The last 2 days has been cloudy. And sometimes you start getting that flat feeling. I don't know if it affects all, some of you I'm sure it affects some of you that's watching. But you got to know how to get yourself out of that slump or funk. It might be just a day or two. But what do you do when you start feeling down? I'm not referring to people clinically depressed or with some serious or more severe mental health disorder. I'm talking about the blah blah that pops up. Now we got to remember sometimes when we're blah, it's hormonal, definitely in my age range, menopausal. I'm glad they're talking about that more. But some people really battle. I'm not discrediting the ones that battle with depression, but I know it's not as easier to bounce back like some of us that it's a little bit more lighter. I know for me, I just did what I did. Look, clean my cat litter box. Oh, exciting. But I had to go get some groceries, so that's where I'm on my way to. And I actually have a little bit of work to do, so I'm going to do that. But I just want to say this. What bothers me sometimes, and this is just for real, sometimes when I get like that, I literally look at my phone and I'll be like, I don't have nobody to call. That's what makes me a little sad. I do have a couple of good friends, but one friend in particular, she be having her own stuff. I don't want to bring her down. A couple other people in my life, I don't want to call them because they in worse spots than me. They kind of be sounding more mopey. So you can't call them. I can call my 97-year-old guy auntie. She will, she always has the right words to say. But do you want to really burden a senior? But that's what bothers me the most. Sometimes I feel like, damn, I can't even pick up my phone and vent. I can to my older sister. She always has the right words. But sometimes you just don't want to burden others. So that's what people say that are very depressed. They don't want to be a burden, and I can relate to that. I did go to my Bible, Psalms 34, and it did help. And I know that these are times that we have to pray more and more and more. We're coming off that COVID still, and we're still trying to find our bearings. But if it's you, just hold on. Tomorrow will be better.